don't want to sit here listening to ominous piano all day.
Actually, that was a nice change from the previous one, which just kind of slowly creeped into your bones and got you on edge.
Yeah.
Ah, that's the button I want.
Come on, finish up already.
It is just you and me.
Yeah, I know. But, ad finally finished.
It makes me sad.
I know! What kind of guild is this that doesn't exist on a weekend?
Sorry all for starting a little late today. Hello Octi, welcome. Yay, we're not alone.
Yes.
Sorry we're starting late. I kind of slept badly last night, so Rylea was kind enough to let me sleep in a bit, and then I slept too long.
Hold on. Let's be honest here. I was going to get you up at the normal time. I said, okay, fine. She's actually asleep. And hold on, I need to. Wow, there. I'm actually kind of checking Twitch on Urza.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to mute Twitch.
Gotcha.
Listening to myself a few seconds off just is not recommended.
No, it is not.
Anyway, so I decided to let you sleep in another half an hour. I'll order, and then I noticed where'd the last 40 minutes go. So kind of both of us.
Glad you got good sleep, Octi.
Yeah, glad one of us did.
Yeah, Taynor was the guy I was thinking about that we couldn't find. Apparently there's someone else in that dungeon that we should probably look for next time we're in.
Here.
I know who it is. If you think about it really hard, you can probably guess. Because he shows up everywhere when you least expect it.
Trayfox?
No.
Oh.
Someone a little more gentlemanly.
Oh no. Really?
Unfortunately, I could not go find him last night because I have to finish this entire chain before it will unlock it with the trust.
Nice. But really, Hildebrand is supposed to be in there?
Yes.
Damn it!
I know.
I want more than just a cameo in a dungeon from him.
Okay. Man, you are looking horrible.
Yeah.
I do not like this. I do not like this at all.
Sword holds. Excellent. Elizabeth will still be within the tower. Our foe's sole purpose is to destroy you, and to that end he has summoned heroes from other reflections, empowering himself with their hope even as they occupy your comrades. You will not best him as easily as you did in the depths. By any measure, the odds are now stacked firmly in his favor. To wit, spare no preparation, my friend. I shall lift the ward only when you are ready.
Are we ready?
You may now enter the Hero's Gauntlet with a party of NPC avatars.
Really? That's all it took? Really? I was so disappointed I could not run that last night.
Sorry. But we were running late.
Yes, we were. X-Arch?
Hold on a moment. So what? Right. And just... gunmetal black dye. Okay. seeing what Miss Skimpy was wearing and just how she was getting those colors.
Yeah, that would be the gunmetal. You get that via the Ishgard restoration.
Which we need to get to before it gets all restored again.
Well, there are actually, I believe, new dailies there. That's where the new custom delivery is.
First, business. Business before building, sadly.
Yeah.
Hope's confluence. Crystal Azurk is the very picture of resolve. Oh, so that's what resolve looks like. Blue and glowing.
Apparently. But yeah, he is so not looking good.
No. You're ready then. Very well. I shall lift the ward.
You know, it wasn't that long ago I watched you seal that place up.
Yeah. Before I began my slumber, you mean? It seems rather longer to me, but yes, what strange symmetry. This time, I break the seal, and I have no intention of locking myself away again. Nay, together we will enter, and together we will leave in triumph. So come, my friends, let us be about it. Straight from piano to electric guitar. Whatever that counts as.
No, that was an electric guitar. You had that correct. Oh, that looks familiar.
Oh yeah. Oh, this part is still in decent shape. There are parts that aren't.
Not here either. We must keep climbing.
In better shape than he is. Did you never think to install an elevator?
Oh!
Of course.
"'Twas but a matter of time. I cannot keep up with you, nor will it avail us to make a stand here. You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we
Way to break the tension.
you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake. Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you. And now I have, here where it all began. I was right to trust in you, and the power of your legacy, of your name, to let them guide my every deed. For Elidibus is my name, and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Did you never consider other paths?
Yeah.
I did, but I chose not to walk them, thank the gods. Why ever would you ask me such a thing? Elizabeth spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it, but in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades. And what remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy, as if my dream had come true. It hadn't, of course, for
Those
I
were
was
really
neither-
slow summons.
Neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain. That I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end.
Oh boy. Exarch, what are you
I'm
doing?
afraid our time is up. Go!
Holding them off.
Rest assured you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence.
Nice. Excellent use of slow. Of course he's at the throne.
Yep.
Memories of a possible future. Worthless. All. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. The Waking Sands. Yes, that was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours. The seventh rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness. and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emetzelk pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done.
Thank you, Hythlodeus.
Pause for a sec.
Uh-huh.
Deus in Greek is God. What is Hythlo?
Well, that'd be a different kind of deus there, and I think that'd be Latin anyway. But hold on a second.
Because this has kind of been bugging me for a while.
Right.
Because, let's be honest, they do not name people just randomly.
No, they don't.
Especially this fellow, because I'm still convinced that everything is playing out as Emetzelk intended.
I can't tell you. Any search I do on Hythlo comes up with Hythlo space Deus, and they're all actual references to FF14.
Thank you!
At least as near as I can tell. The latest tweets from Hythlo at Emmett's Nightmare.
Hello, Foxfire! Okay, continuing on.
Yeah. Where are you at? Yeah. All things we've seen. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You do not like this meeting, Ryanje.
However hard you struggle, you will never bring back the convocation.
Yeah, not quite how I'd want to put it, but that is the intent.
What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone. We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I...
You don't remember.
It's been too long.
This pain, this torment is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent.
It's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
Thank you, Artbert.
Well, you realize the first Bert was also Ordbert.
Yeah. I will put an end to this.
You have no fight left to fight.
Who first?
Me, I'm going with the first option, so me first. It's ops, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No. It will not end here.
Oh yeah.
And flipping back to me. I will put an end to this.
No. It will not end here. Champions
Oh my.
from beyond the rift.
Oh.
Remember, I'm behind you.
The time is come to deliver
Oh,
your
dear.
brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all.
Oh my.
If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes.
Yeah, we've got a
who
problem.
fought
He's gone a mono on us.
in all their imperfection. As the warrior of light incarnate. Come, warrior of darkness. Let us finish this. What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Azim.
Azim? Light?
Yes.
An invocation of Eld. Though not of Heidelin's making. What are you? No. It matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
Well, that explains the sun symbol. Oi. Are you ready for this?
No!
The seat of sacrifice.
Yeah.
Says we have about a 5-minute wait. We'll see about that.
So, is this a... Yeah, this is a trial. New song.
Mm-hmm.
Do I... No, not easily, of course. Okay. Library. Hello. Manage.
Checking on something?
Show. Getting at my screenshots.
Ah.
You better believe I've been taking screenshots.
You are such the shutterbug.
Epic Shutterbug for epic events.
Apparently, people can hear when you take sound screenshots.
Perfect. Perfect.
Of which, at some point, we need to do a little math. I went and pentamelded your healing gear, did I not?
Maybe. I'd have to change into it to know.
Yeah, don't do that right now.
Exactly. I'm not going into this as heals.
Yeah, that would be suicidal. Oh, we're just waiting on the tank. Hello.
There we go. 114. Ah, there we go. I was about to say we had a tank and a healer afraid of commitment.
For our world, I will strike you down.
And that's why there is 7 circles. Mm-hmm. I should have realized that.
It's not like we've seen it before.
It's kind of rare, though. Ready? Yeah, sure. Okay. Huh. We've got pairs of all classes except for one bard and one dragoon.
Yep. We're just not like the others.
No.
Two of these things are not like the others. Two of these things are not the same.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't known about any brownouts.
Ow!
Take them! Stay inside the bubble. Got it. Solemn Confiteor. Or maybe not. In.
That looks like a tank buster.
Out. Everybody is 2. Absolute Fire 3. Oh boy. Okay. Now what?
Viewed absolute blizzard.
Hides his blade in the blizzard.
Ah!
Him.
I called that one wrong.
And frozen. The hay.
What's Bahamut doing here?
Healer down.
Healer coming up.
Yeah, I heard the res.
You know, 2 can do that.
And I didn't even hear Apex arrow go off.
Sorry.
Burns his blade with fire. That doesn't look good. Okay.
Nani?
He said, "Rest swallow you. We've been swallowed into a rift."
Oh yeah.
Here where we Asians have been forced to retreat time and again. Wait, this isn't working. Okay, just have to make it to the end of this. So this is the little Asian pocket away from the ethereal sea. Clutch the crystal of Azim to your breast and didn't quite catch it. And so it ends in ceremonious silence.
Are you sure?
Oh my!
You. It cannot be.
say, that's Hythlodaeus. Nope, that was Emmett.
That was totally Emmett.
Warriors of light. I am salvation given for
Nice job with body language.
mankind's first hero and his final hope. For victory, I render up my all.
Okay, where's the healer?
Your demise will be ours.
I can't figure out what we're supposed to be targeting.
Nothing. There's nothing to target yet.
Oh, great. It was a heal check.
Heal and wings check. And now it's all him. Yeah, I was expecting to have to cut down the other guys as well. We have a 2 symbol. Couple of them. We have more. And frozen. Forcing you into the freezing field, that's a heck of a thing. AoE coming in corners.
Bahamut on
Summons
the
incoming.
east or west side. Oh, and they're expanding bubbles. Nice.
Ow! Dead. I don't even know what hit me. After 8 is dead.
Oh, but a healer and a tank. Or the tank.
2 tanks. Yeah, we had a couple of DPS up, but... Okay, somebody just got rezzed. Hopefully a Kemi.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Kenny.
Kemi's lighting up. To the limit.
Oh my god, he's building up a limit break bar.
Oh,
Ah.
to the limit. This will be a part 2. Except that... No? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, you do not want to be that close together.
Stacking and, beam.
Ooh, they actually made that work as a... Nope, there it goes.
No? Yeah, you need to split up.
Yeah, they stacked the beam.
Oh, I was being roused! Stack separately. Yeah, I'm... Oh, boy. Imbued Absolute Fire 3. That's not what he started with last time, is it?
We passed the check break, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So we're right back in this part?
Yeah.
Yep, there's the 2. There's another 2. And a 3rd. We've got 2 there. No. Nope. Damn. And... Incoming.
Where's Bahamut?
Yeah, the 2 things are here. There's the expanding bubbles. There he is.
Okay, we lived on that one.
Everyone's alive. Somehow. To the limit. Oh, it's one of those. That limit break 3. Holy! Dead. No idea where to go on that.
I think you have to suck in one, but you can't suck in all. Oh god, we've got pentagram forming.
Yeah, 2s. Wish I knew what those symbols were for. Blizzard. Perfect. M. Frozen. Ah, there we go. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Oh boy.
Somehow I lost my blood. That's not good.
Two. Okay. Yeah, 2 more sets. 3, right. M.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
What do you mean going? It already hurt. Right, incoming. There's Bahamut.
Oh, we got it?
Yeah, he was really low. Someone managed to finish him off.
Cannot fail. I will not.
Yeah. Who do you want to commend?
I'm getting Rosalind. If you get Kakimi.
I'll get a Kemi. Done.
Are we done, Elizabeth?
Now, I'm sure he's done with his Yushitaka Amano phase.
Too bad I can't wear the Warrior of Light suit as Dragoon. It's tank only. I have the full suit in my glamour chest. And I actually look good in it. As weirdly tacky as it is.
I was not expecting a transformation to Warrior of Light. Hope we get other FF characters as bosses. Yeah, I can understand that one.
Fool. You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, and I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower, this beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens, to harness and bind the
Oh,
bones.
jeez.
Not unlike white orisite.
Oh, gee.
Your ill-begotten power, obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
Now, if that wasn't an 80s movie poster, I don't know what is. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my.
And not just a figment.
Nope.
This. Yes. I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elizabeth. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people. My brothers. My friends. Stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it. I concede I may have overexerted myself.
You think? What am I to do with you? Stop.
Steady now and
trying to
listen.
Play the martyr.
I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrend. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
You could have asked me earlier.
I promise.
You first.
Okay.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold there.
This isn't paused yet.
I've got a feeling it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Especially since I clicked on the wrong one.
Oops.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me? My friend, with you, my mind and memory shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
There, the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained his ability to traverse the two worlds at will.
Yeah.
And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of his link to the First, and of hope.
Freaking A!
Yeah.
But hopefully we have his memories and soul.
Oh, we certainly do. I kind of wonder if that last bit was maybe a last moment update. And I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Bio?
No, just cooler climbs and maybe a popsicle.
Yeah, you're kind of boiling in that room. Hello,
Yeah.
Art. Welcome, welcome. As you see, we're finishing up MSQ, and they yet again are still screwing with all the emos. You're right, Baron would have said it. But he's not actually chill. He's more crystalline. Rylea says he is reflecting on events. Oof. I have to admit, this particular expansion, the team has really been flexing their writing chops. It's been awesome. But ow! Damn it! And here's hoping the two halves of his soul don't, like, reject each other once we get back to the source. Yeah, right now they do have it on sale for like 30% off for the complete version, I believe. Also keep in mind, if you still want to play to 35, with the recent patch that just dropped on Tuesday, you can now play for free all the way to 60. You can also roll an all raw straight off the bat. So that was actually a really nice and interesting change, because the Heavensward is where they really started down the path of, oh, we need actually really good writing, not just random events and encounters. And it just gets better from there. You're not that much of a weeb, Art, considering that Makote make up, like, I want to say 65% of the population of all the servers combined. Yeah. As I stare at Rylea. And most Makote are female, which actually tracks with lore. It's just that the lore, the Makote are actually supposed to be kind of on the rare side. Nope, not according to the player population. You got that right, Foxfire. It's a Final Fantasy game. It's kind of self-selecting for weebs. My people. Thayrin actually being a male Elysian is actually one of the more rare choices for races.
Unlike your wow. Which went down the road of, I'm going to be the rarest in the
So, I remember, it was like almost 2 years ago, me and Action ended up in a dungeon, and I think there was like 2 other people there, and we were all like male Elysians, and it was like a total shock. We just kind of stood around looking at each other. It's like, wait, this never happens. I believe statistical breakdown, it goes Makote, Hyur, but most of the Hyur are actually kind of a false positive, because 9 times out of 10, those are bots. Go fig. Then it goes Aura, and I believe, I'm trying to remember what the rest of them were, but at that point it gets really far down. The only thing rarer than a male Elysian is a female Rogaden. For some people don't like playing female Rogadens, which is sad because they're awesome. I actually got into a little bit of an argument a while ago where one of my friends was saying how ugly female Rogaden are, and I'm like, no, they're not. They're absolutely beautiful. They're just not people's normal perception of what beauty should be. Because they're female Rogaden. And of course, there's a love-hate relationship with most players with Lalafell. You either think they're absolutely adorable, or you cannot stand them. There is no in between.
Now that my internal temperature is somewhere below 100.
I'm sorry.
Get going before I need to go again.
I know when the patch came out, I popped into a dungeon, I looked around, and I was completely surrounded by Hrothgar. It was awesome.
There you go.
Alphino.
Oh. Too late.
Some
Uh,
moments is...
I can see yours,
Ah,
eventually, now that I think of it. At such moments, it is hard to know what to say. Are you all right, my friend?
I'll say. You did well, Thayrin. You and the Exarch. Vishlola? Sometimes I wish I had too been gifted with the echo. Then I might see what you have seen and be glimpsed into your heart without needing for words. Thancred?
Shortly after you left, we observed that our enemy's ranks were no longer being replenished, presumably when your absence was noted. So we polished them off and came as quickly as we could. Which is to say, not quickly enough. But then you had the Exarch for company, didn't you? And you could ask for no better than that.
Indeed, he's an all-rounder. He can heal, he can DPS with great explosions, and he can tank. I don't need anyone else except for him and Rylea. Okay, that was rude. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Alright, Anjay?
Ere we descended from the throne room, I did chance upon an object which, if I have the right of it, did once... Mine apologies. Mayhap now is not an appropriate time. Let us speak of it later.
No. You need to tell me this now. Alright, Anjay, stop keeping... Why must you needs do this? Reen?
Yeah, Rogaden are great.
Well, part of the issue with the Rogaden is that this particular friend honestly thinks that women are best tiny and thin. So the idea of a woman with muscle is ugly to them. And it's like, you don't know what I looked like in high school, did you?
No. Wow. No.
Am I all right? I should be the one asking you. But yes, I am fine, thank you. We all are. The people are fine, the city's fine, the star shower has stopped. It's almost as if we've gone back to the peaceful days before the night's return. Almost.
Almost. Double check with her.
The only way is forward, so I have to believe that whatever lies ahead will be better than what came before.
In general, yeah, it will.
Checking with Alphinaud?
At such moments, it is hard to know what to say. Are you all right, my friend?
Alisei? Okay, that's the same as before.
Yeah.
Y'shtola?
Stop it. Nothing unsaid. Y'shtola's eyes seem to be staring into your very soul. That's because they are!
Yeah, I know. She's actually blind at this point and sees only in aether currents.
Yes.
Thayrin, Rylea, if you're ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? Oh,
Can we go someplace out of the rain first?
You've got an umbrella.
No. Yeah, but I can't put it up while I'm in Cine.
Yeah, well.
I'm getting wet.
Hush, cat.
Meow. I'll have you know I don't do this for just anyone.
So you reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved.
None of those are correct.
Yeah, I'm not sure I did the right thing.
And it changed nothing.
You first?
Either way. Me first.
Perhaps not. Ultimately, you had no choice but to strike him down. Switching back. Perhaps you did. Perhaps you did not. None can say. But the important thing is, though violence proved unavoidable, you did all at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, we do best to remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he had for his brother and bore for one another, and the star yet may be rewarded.
You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible?
A gift from him itself. He knew of Elidibus's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus's suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate, but it is unlikely that we will ever know the truth.
Your speculation is not at all wild.
The best we could do is to remember events as they happened, no more, no less. As the Ronkan so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. I've got a feeling that's going to be me.
Uh-huh.
Ah, there you all are. Oh no! Well, it is still me,
No.
but different character.
Yeah. Oh, you're recovered. My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed?
Lie down at a time like this. Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the gods not made such a fuss. Now tell me, what has happened? Where is the exile?
At the top of the tower. Indisposed.
I see. Thayrin, Rylea, will you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, both his soul and his memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his aether was not highly charged, and so did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the embedding. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief.
Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with Rylea and Thayrin, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of his accommodation.
So one would hope, but none can speak for the exile's hearts of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowing of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply. Yet the answer I received was rather longer than I expected than that. Almost comically so, in fact. Regardless of the respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license.
Oh dear.
As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous, burdens which weigh upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain where they still are. But when I look around me, I remember that, no matter how deep buried they may be, my hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Valtteri, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjet, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who chose to struggle rather than to surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time, they have all shared one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, not an old man the exile seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there's no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbow. Let us reconvene here anon.
There remain some few matters which require mine attention in Ilmeg. May I leave Thayrin in thy care, child?
I've been meaning to get some flowers for Rylea. I thought you might help me choose them. And when we go to Nabatharang together, one last time.
A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Yulmore for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. Yeah, that airship isn't coming back.
No.
I assume you have places of your own to be, Alice. I shall see you later. Places out of the rain, maybe? Please?
She's thinking. But look, I shall take this opportunity to conduct a final inspection of the spirit vessels. Given what's at stake, one can never be too thorough.
No.
Just for the record, the old-timey English actually does get better. That was mostly a construct of AAR, and they kind of slowly weeded out through the course of Heavensward, but I still kind of miss the random must-needs everywhere. After a while, at first it was kind of tacky, and after a while it just became heart-charming and just part of the world language that they use.
Well, part of what it is in the original and everything, several of the characters are speaking what would be basically an elevated form of the language, and that's what they're trying for in the English translation, especially early on, is it's supposed to be a more elevated, more Shakespearean style.
Alice? As you've probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but the
No.
exarch does, if only in spirit, so I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about on a hero's back. Now let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Halric's doing. Okay, same as before. So, do we have an action yet? No, it is still just us. Wah.
I've had enough action at the moment.
Okay, yep, we are off to Amarang. And hopefully Alderain.
That would be good.
Yep, it is actually fair skies. And the stars are out very nicely.
Yay!
Oh, Ursa!
Beats a sky full of falling stars.
Yeah. This is the way a night sky should be.
Mm-hmm. And look at that moon.
Yep.
Yeah, part of Shadowbringers is bringing the night back, and they do a wonderful job on that.
Yeah. They really had their writing chops. From what I understand, they have at least an outline, if not major sections written for at least 3 more expansions.
Yeah, how exactly they're going to do that when they're expecting also to end that probably 99, I don't know. On the other hand, I'm also kind of looking at what we just did and going, what are you going to do for at least 2 more expansions?
Well, unfortunately, I know one thing they're going to do. We're going to have to deal with, our best friend.
Yeah, that is going to be the focus of the next one.
Alice? Halric? Halric! Oh gods, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quick, Thayrin, Rylea, we have to find him. He's good enough to be moving around. Wow.
Oh, Alice, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard then? Oh, they foreseen foreshadowing way back into AAR. It's amazing how well they foreshadow things in this game.
Yeah, they definitely had a decent idea of where their plot's going for a long time back.
Though taking a walk to the graveyard is not exactly a safe proposition out here.
Yeah.
Concerned caretaker.
Contented carer.
Oh, you're right. It is contented. Oh, greetings, Thayrin, Rylea. You're looking for Halric by any chance? Yes, actually we are. Halric? Ah, there he was. I was afraid he wandered off again. There's no need to worry. Halric is safe and well. He's been showing good progress and likes to go for walks as of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh, I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Thayrin. Her sword, that is.
Yep.
We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. What brings you back so soon? Out of interest? I don't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return to home. But rest assured the treatments will continue. Bekleg will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you. Truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and no more poor souls are buried here before their time. For rest easy and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I'll miss you all. But this isn't the time to say farewells quite yet. So if there's any tasks that need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, what have you, just say the word. And I mean to make use of every last moment here after all.
The time left to you is precious.
My God, he spoke!
Yeah.
That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. Halric?
Contented care.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you for coming to see Halric, Thayrin, Rylea, and Thayrin as well. She always did enjoy having visitors, and none were more than welcome than you and Alice. You know, it would help if I could type. Alice? What? I'm not crying. I just have sand in my eyes. That's all.
Of course.
As I mentioned, I mean to stay here for as long as possible in the meantime. Perhaps you can go look in on the others? I also know, for instance, if anyone is crying, it'd be him. Uh-huh. Checking with Alice. What are you still doing here? Hurry over to Yulmore and look in on Alphino. Oh, and send my regards to the Chais. Okay, Howrick
we've been
and the
thoroughly
caretaker
dismissed.
are about the same. Okay.
Now,
You're in
who's
good
the
hands
ladies?
with Alice.
You're certainly in good limit breaks with her.
Yeah, I've got a feeling when we finally get back to the source, we might have something tie into something that happens during the whole AAR stuff.
Okay, then.
Mostly with Gabu,
Gabu.
the Knoll.
Okay.
Kid Knoll
Yep.
ended up summoning Titan
Oh, right.
Gabu. Yeah. And it's taken how many expansions to get it back to that?
They've gotten back to him a little bit ago.
Yeah, they're right before things went south before Shadowbringers. They touched on Gabu, but they're definitely going to hold him until Yulmore.
Yeah, and the public airship this time.
Yep. Because we've got a free pass on the public airship, and
And
I
it's not
intend to use
likely
it.
to get shot down.
Or flooded.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that airship of yours isn't coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, Alpha, no!
Oh dear.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
Yeah, she's heartbroken.
Never seeing you again is more than my poor heart could bear.
Uh-oh. Is she going to bear hug him?
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
I do have this little wind-up dress-up Alphino you can have. It might help. A picture paints 1,000 words.
Yeah. We can go with this.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. to awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. Though what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? It felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Be happy to.
Mm-hmm.
After all, we're honorary post-Muggles.
There
Yep.
may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh
No,
god,
terrified.
here it comes.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
Both the twins actually grow a lot during the course of the series, but it is a slow
Yeah.
growth, and a lot of people skip over it not realizing it's there. They're growing up, as kids should. Chinese?
I hear the airship crashed in Namarang. Never mind. The important thing is you're all safe and well. That said, we should probably retrieve the wreck before the locals trip it for trolley parts. Or perhaps we could make a trade of it.
Rylea? Oh, thank goodness you can still return. But if I had to bid farewell to you both, my heart would surely burst right here now. Like Alphino, I know yours is a life of constant employment, but do try and visit us from time to time. It would mean the world to us.
Yeah, I still owe a few crafting assignments here. Don't worry.
Rendon?
I understand the Exarch will be leaving with you. Capable though its custodians are, the Crystarium will be poorer for his absence.
I actually agree.
It seems the coming years will be a period of transition for both our cities. But through mutual cooperation, I am confident we will find a way forward. Yep.
Alphino?
Tis a strange feeling, Rylea, Thayrin, to stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know. I shall cherish my memories of Norvrant, of every soul I met here, for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors.
You know, there's 8 rights here. Why don't you go and attune yourself? It's actually not that difficult. It's the initial step going across the rift that's the problem. Getting back and forth is actually kind of easy once you've done that. Alphino?
The journey continues. His business concluded, Alphino turns his attention to yours. Forgive me. I realize now that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Yeah, well, you see. Alice said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I am quite all right now. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next. Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the faithful, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend. Assuming you have the time, of course.
Of course. And I'm sure Fail will have words to say about this all.
Yeah.
The only thing is Fail actually gets a free ride.
Yeah.
Yes and no. It is stated in world lore that not everyone can use the Aetheryte teleport magics. Most people can, but not everyone, and you can't take more than what you carry on your person when you do it. So things like heavy shipping, right out.
Yeah, it's still something they're a little uneven on, though.
Yeah. Well, when the game first came out, I distinctly remember they actually had a time lock on teleporting so that you could only do it so often, like once every hour. And people complained mightily because they had to walk around the world. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
But because we played that early version where it's kind of locked out, Rylea and I, we tend to walk around the world because that's...
No, that's not the reason why.
It's part of the immersion.
Yeah, that's more the reason why. You do this in all of the games.
Yeah, I do this in all the games. I'm sorry, I remember in Warcraft purposely taking the flight from the Great Tree that the Night Elves start in all the way down to the tip of the continent. It was like a half-hour flight.
Not quite that bad, but yeah, you definitely had plenty of time to get up and do a few things, have a sandwich, and then sit down and watch the second half of the flight.
Yes. And yes, Thayrin is a gill pincher. But at the same time, I don't generally earn gil in mass quantities like some players. There's no point that I'm ever going to be gil capped.
Yeah.
And I have run into a few occasions where I did not have the gil to take the teleport. Ooh. Hoo-hoo.
No preference?
No preference. We are in instance 3. But yeah, the way they have set up the questing in this game is if you are doing...
And I'll be back in a few.
Go for it. Doing questing and do not do the side quests, or even if you do the side quests, if you teleport everywhere, you will actually run into negative gil. You actually have to physically go and earn gil either by the market board or by dailies or by taking leaves, because you will run into the negative if you teleport everywhere. If you don't teleport everywhere, all that money's yours. Standing in front of the air conditioner.
Putting my head down in the stream.
Could you get me a glass of water, please? Lakeland is so pretty. I really love this area. It's all purpley and stuff. Yeah, the chocobo porter is nice. It's like, okay, I'm just going from here to here, so I'm going to take the porter and go to the bathroom, and I'll be at my location by the time I get back. The thing is the chocobo porters are actually slower than your mount, but they're faster than running. And Ilmeg. Ilmeg is just gorgeous. And flying in AAR now is so beautiful. I didn't quite finish off going through all the zones in La Nosea, but I actually spent like a couple hours just flying around the world, seeing all the little nooks and crannies you couldn't get good angles on beforehand. And it's actually quite nice. It's like, I totally miss this. Of course, I'm so used to just riding around AR that even now it's like, oh, I'm going to ride to Mardona, and I just do a ground path the entire time.
Okay.
Well, he's had visitors. Look at all the pixies.
Mm-hmm.
And, is it just my imagination, or does this place actually seem cleaner?
Yes. I was going to comment on that.
Yeah, I love my husbando, but tidiness is not in his repertoire.
It's not his forte.
Oriange?
Huh. That I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend?
Just checking up on you.
So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphinaud's concerns, thou mayst rest assured that all is well here. For from detaining me, our Fey friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes unto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done.
Oh, really? That's going to be a huge boon.
Yeah.
Because all these date from the time of Volbront.
Mm-hmm. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee.
You mentioned something.
An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it hath lost its radiance, it is unmistakably a crystal of light. One that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardbert.
I'd been wondering where that had gone. That was actually my big question.
Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth abide in thee, it is all that remaineth of our friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee delivered unto Seto. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no fitting bearer than thee. As ever, if thou wilt find the Amaru in Wolkdorf. My thanks, you two.
Yeah, I agree. Seto should have it.
Yeah.
Actually, Seto should probably have all of them.
And Dawn.
Something tells me we should visit Titania. If we don't, she's going to kill us. But they probably won't go there.
She'll just visit us.
Yeah, she'll just come along and then bitch mightily that we ignored her again.
Mm-hmm.
She is so fickle. But we are wont to fix our own problems and not rely necessarily heavily on others. She just hasn't figured that out yet. But every time she does show, I'm really glad of it.
She's been a good Deus Ex Fae.
Yes, she has. Hello, Seto.
Full glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange, spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
A gift?
Faded Crystal of Light. A crystal of light believed to have belonged to Ardbert. Though it has lost its radiance, you would swear that a faint light still shines at its core, as if to remind you that hope never dies. Yeah, it's seen better days.
It's not as chipped as the others.
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
Well, there's a tale there. And not a good one.
Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Pardon? Very well. How can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Ardbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure. Ride the winds, seek the horizon. Yes, I think perhaps I will.
It's a good day for it. Or not.
Seto?
Thank you for taking care of Ardbert. May your adventures together take you beyond the furthest horizons, and may they always lead you safely home.
Wait, is that? No, that's someone else. Never mind.
And again, yours is about the same as mine.
Yeah, I do not run this actually on max graphics. I wish I could, because it really gets pretty with a lot of the reflections and shadow rendering. But
yeah.
it kills my frame rate when I do it. And I like keeping my frame rate, if at all possible, in the 70s. Minimum 60s.
Yeah, at some point when, you're not... Why take me up now when you can do it never? Oh dear.
That is such a pixie.
But I was going to say at some point when, other money problems are less pressing, probably replace your graphics card at some point. It's very good for when it came out, but there's been a few generations.
Yeah, the trick is to make sure it can take 2 monitors.
Yeah, that's not so hard these days. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? Quite well.
With great joy.
Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Ardbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Nervant. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Yeah, show me the money. Though plum and waffle is tempting.
I can make those.
Better ones, I would hope.
If I'm lucky.
Unto the morrow. Here. Urianger regards you with a gentle smile. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, might I suggest Slitherbow as thy next destination? The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Y'shtola's is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss.
Yeah, that's not her problem, is tidying up.
Tidying up is not the problem. Finding a nice room to lock her and what's his name into for a few hours is.
Runar? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the real problem is getting Runar to have a voice.
You lock them in a room for a few hours.
And you know he'll just kind of hum and haw and offer stew instead.
Not if there's no stew in the room.
This is Runar. He'll try and make it anyway.
Yeah, well, there's only so far I'm willing to go.
But yeah, those two, seriously, yeah. And I think she knows, she's just not wanting to put it in words because she knows she can't stay.
Yep.
No preference.
I don't even get asked because I'm on Chocobo back. Or Urza back. Which is kind of convenient.
It's funny, I thought the tower would disappear, but I guess it's locked in place now that the Exarch is, well...
Yep. It exists in two places.
At once.
Along with the Exarch.
Yeah.
And even if things go where I'm expecting, he'll still be in 1.5.
Yeah. This is true, Art. As long as you're not trying to push the bleeding edge and seriously overclock, a good computer now should last you a good 5-10 years. The main reason to upgrade would be more RAM and also more security measures.
Yeah. All told, I think the components from Horo were good for about 8, but a lot of the problems were just the fact that that architecture ended up locked at 4 gigs of RAM. Which is why I had to rebuild to Urza. Yours lasted for about a decade. Because we built...
Mobius.
Yeah, the first iteration of it was Mecha, I think.
Yeah.
And you know, Mecha and Mobius shared enough parts that some of those parts definitely went a full decade.
Yeah, the only reason why we upgraded is because I needed new RAM, and you can't get that style of RAM anymore.
Well, because you were having various problems, and frankly, I think that motherboard might just not be in good shape, though your brother is welcome to make a go of it.
Yushtola. What is this? Have you come to spy on me?
Hardly.
Does Urianger truly think me slovenly? The nerve! Well, to disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago. I even bade my friends farewell. To everyone save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be seen. Yeah, that's the problem right there.
Okay, time to scout out a small room to put the both of you into.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Master Matoya.
Oh.
For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Oh.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs. But neither should you be beholden to them. For it is with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day,
On such a day.
you may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
Thank you, Y'shtola!
And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
The looks on everyone else's faces.
He's so generally reserved, except when it comes to her, and then he's all puppy eyes. It's adorable. Runar.
Please take good care of Master Matoya. See that she eats well and wraps up warm on cold days. Ah, and there is a herbal tea which she enjoys. If I give you the recipe, you could make it for her, perhaps. And, above all, please keep her close. I do not deny that she is strong, but even the strongest among us should not be alone.
Yeah, all puppy eyes.
Yes!
Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it is time we head back to the Crystarium, shall we? No, we still have someone to visit. Oh, you still have to take the Exarch to Nava Thayrin, I see. Very well. You can look in on Thancred while you're at it. His will be a difficult farewell. I'm sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you would like to meet him on his way back, if not before. Runar, you are just adorable.
Yes! Hold on. Y'shtola?
As I make my way out of the wood, I shall call to mind all that I have learned in my time here. I shall picture the day of my return. I know not when it will be, but mark my words, I will learn to travel the rift.
Oh dear. You're already burning your ethereal candle at both ends.
Yeah, that's really the problem, is in order for her to see the ethereal currents, She's effectively using her own life source to power it.
Yeah.
But now she has something to live for.
Something more, at any rate.
There's the fort. Couldn't see it through the trees!
No.
The trees!
On the other hand, seeing the reunion between her and her sister could be interesting.
Yeah. Ishmael?
Something like that.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up again. Who is our summoner trainer? Woo!
Yes!
They're making a zigzag all across the world. And it's like, dude, we could have just done this nice little easy path. No, first here, then over here, and they're like all not connected. It's like, no, we couldn't do like Alisade, then Thancred. Excuse me.
Nope.
Nope.
No easy travels for you.
Though I am kind of keeping an eye on the time. It is past 7 o'clock. At some point, we do need to eat food and go back in for a bit more misery. Though we've not seen action yet, so and I'm not going to run without him.
And I'm thinking I may just skip it today. I'm going to need the time out of this room to give it some chance to cool off.
Right. But with our luck, we probably won't start till late anyway.
Well, that too, but still.
Yeah, you need
That's
a
not
little cool
enough
off time.
The room needs cool off time.
Oh.
Well then.
Thaf?
Ah, it's you. Good to see you. Good to see you looking none the worse for wear.
Yeah, your Talos were very handy, thank you.
Yes!
Jerk.
Let me guess. You're here to ride the trolley too. Don't ask me how I know. I can just tell.
That's because you are a trolley head.
Yeah.
Magnus?
It's the only thing he thinks about sometimes.
Yeah.
You two? What is this? My bloody name day? I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Rain too. They said they wanted to go to Nabatharang, so we gave them use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again. But we didn't just put her back together, mind you. No, with a little bit of help from Hester Chai, we made her faster. And stronger. Oh, yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time to reach for the stars with a trolley to dwarf all trolleys.
Oh god, that's right. He wants to build a trolley for the giant Talos in Gilmore.
Yeah. If you ask me, we'd be better off making them smaller. That way they can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius! Why didn't I think of that? Enough. You can daydream in your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we returned to Chai News, by the way. Not to make the one trolley that we've got go faster. We needed help getting a few Talos back in working order, see? We were out testing them when your airship came down, as a matter of fact. You seem to have a habit of crashing things.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're back. Our thanks to the for the loan of the trolley.
Ah, I finally caught up to you guys.
Rylea, Thayrin, what are you two doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us.
No.
That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. So, you're heading home. I'm just a simple miner and don't know much about this world-traversing business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she?
I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crucerium, and I not want for anything.
Yeah, you've even got a budding best friend forever.
Yes, a gothy buddy best friend forever.
Yes.
Besides which, I've recently made a new friend. Her name is Gaia, and she'll always be there if I need her. Just like you lot.
I wonder if you get that if you haven't done the Eden.
Probably. So please, don't worry. I'll be fine, really.
If you say so. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Rain has chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Huh, perhaps not. Either way, I envy you your dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you're to call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides.
Thank you, Magnus. Everyone.
Shall we then?
If you're nowhere left to visit, we can go back to the Crystarium together. That?
When it comes to families, you'd think together was best, but it's not always that simple, is it? Never really thought about it with my parents being long gone. People in this town are the closest thing to family I've got, and to be fair, I'd hate to leave them, which is why I'm not going anywhere.
Mr. Trolley Otaku?
Mark my words, Rylea, Thayrin, one day Twine will thrive again, and I hope that Thancred can come back to see it. Him and that funny-talking fortune-teller bloke.
Hey, don't you go dissing my husbando. Magnus?
Bugger me, I forgot to thank Thancred. When you get the chance, tell him I'm glad we had that little talk. And tell him we'll look out for the girl. He knows.
Yeah, unfortunately, Thancred's probably the least likely to return.
Yeah.
Because he cannot use the teleport system. Actually, no. We'll fly back.
Yeah. As if there was any doubt.
Yeah, the same thing that kind of rendered Y'shtola blind effectively rendered Thancred unable to manipulate Aether. Which means he's pretty much cut out from using Aetherites and using any magic-based abilities. Thankfully, he is resourceful and has 2 feet and knows how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
But I do wonder what's going to happen considering that he is Gunbreaker and he's basically been having Reen charge all his ammo for him.
I'm sure he'll figure out something. Look up one or several of his old flames and get one of them to do it for him.
Oh God, you know that's gonna... that is going to be trouble with capital T with rhymes with P, which stands for pool.
Yeah, well, that's one reference I hope most everyone gets, or else I've got to have words.
Yes. Reen? Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just that I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I'd always hoped and prayed that we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together just long enough to say the things I need to say, but I'm not sure if I can do that. You can do it, Reen.
You can do it.
Right. Thank you, Thayrin, Rylea. I feel braver already. Go on and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few breaths.
Mm-hmm.
Checking back with her. In and out.
Yeah. Okay. We had a character run by in the middle of that who was named Little Alamigo.
Nice! Y'shtola? I trust the exarch had a pleasant tour of the realm?
I think so.
Alphino?
I thought that it would be easier after saying farewell, but each step I took out of Yulmar felt heavier than the last. Yep.
Oriange?
I took the liberty of informing the Crystarians leaders of our imminent departure. It seemed only right.
And you did tell them the exarch's going with us, right? Alisei?
Let's hope so.
I did everything I could in the time I had. No regrets.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Backlog undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. And Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Tancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine. I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
I, a more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted.
Someone has had loose lips.
All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him.
Word for word.
Aye. Word for word.
Thank you. Please look after him for us. I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Nice switch of theme. Wind up Mistel. Modeled on no one in particular. No, really.
God, their tags are hilarious.
Okay. Minion Guide, page 5.
Hold on, I'm still looking for him. There he is.
Wind up Mistel. Desiring to honor a certain individual with a mammoth likeness, but knowing that it would go against his wishes to do so, the artisans of the crystalline meme came up with a perfect solution. Make a mammoth likeness anyway, but give it a vague name. That makes everything alright. Right? By any other name, I would still be a rose. Masked rose. Thank you, guys.
Still no action.
Jane? Oh. Reflections in Crystal. Her heart laid bare, Reen appears to be at peace again.
Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Thayrin? Rylea? Alright, let's not keep the others waiting.
Now, I will point out, it is 7:30.
Yes.
The good news is we have dinner here, more or less.
I still see no
Leftovers.
action, so...
I know, but we need to have dinner at some point. I need to get out of this room at some point.
Yeah, but
As
this is
much as
going
I
to
was
wrap
hoping to
everything up.
finish- I was thinking that before, and it hasn't yet.
I can tell because of the title. It's the same title as the entire patch.
Yeah, now the question is will this quest take a half hour or an hour?
Just a second.
Mr. Sir...
Go ahead.
Mr. Rylea, Thayrin, I have but this moment shown your associates in. Strange to think that I will not have the honor of showing them out again. But I am informed that you yourself may yet return, and I look forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me.
And just for the record, art is life. That statement, yes, that applies to Thayrin.
Oh dear. Yes.
And the gang's all here.
Mm-hmm.
Alphino?
Including Alisae's Percy.
Yes. Angelo.
I did not expect such a rousing farewell from the people. It was the very thing my spirits needed. Now, all that remains is to return to the source. The 12 know we have made Kryl and Tataru worry long enough.
Alisae? Angelo stands ready to work his magic on our souls.
Right.
Ishtola? In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry our vessels as if your life depended on it. No worries. Arianje?
How many times have we few assembled thus in this storied chamber? Many and more, I think. And there's action. Were the exarchs standing before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, 'twould be complete were he standing before us with Emic Selk smirking in the wings.
Yes. And I think he probably is. Sacred?
Possible. Since we cannot take our worldly goods with us, I want you to have my gunblade. Use it or sell it, it's all the same to me. So long as it serves you in some way, I will be satisfied. Oh dear.
Reen? Thank you, Thancred. I'll treasure it. Wow, he's actually giving up his gunblade.
Well, that one at least.
Becklug. Ah, there you are. I take it you're ready for the journey ahead?
Mostly.
The spirit vessels are all primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin.
Upon beginning the soul imbibing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Told ya.
Call it here and then pick this up tomorrow afternoon?
I think so.
And then hopefully move on to Puppet's Bunker?
Or we could do it in place of Heaven on High.
Well, that brings a good question. Would folks be interested in continuing this at 9:30 instead of Heaven on High? Or would you like us to continue our Heaven on High Death Parade and pick this up tomorrow afternoon? Chirp, 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 chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp.
While they contemplate this, I'm going to cool off a little bit. Bleh.
Foxfire Glow says continue this tonight. Do we have any other votes? Foxfire says continue this tonight. More story, less action! Okay, that's 2 votes for continuing this tonight at 9:30. Any other opinions? Chirp, 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 chirp. I wish there was a way we could do a poll. A poll. That. Well, we're not getting any other opinions for our followers, so I guess we'll go ahead and continue this evening. More than likely, if we finish it up early, we can then pop into Heaven on High and at least do a level set, but we will see how it goes. Any case, let's get Rylea out of their room because they are like being a shrivel cat and then cat melting across the floor. So we will see you tonight at 9:30 at our typical runtime, and we'll take things from there. Thank you so much for joining us for this special feed of all the new patch stuff. We will see you later. You guys go rest yourselves, get a good glass of water in ya, get some food in ya, and we'll see you later tonight. See y'all!